Greetings and welcome, fellow soldiers of Gallia, to another episode of Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. Alright, let's move on with the festivities. Far from the battlefield.
Your Highness, thank you for your presence on this occasion. Might you grace this assemblage with a word?
Honored ladies and gentlemen, if I may, I appear before you today at the peak of joy. For now, two great powers join together. Gallia and the Federation pledge their allegiance as we seek to build together an eternal peace for Europa.
Know this. The honor of dear Gallia, in fact her very freedom, is currently under attack and hangs by the thinnest thread you can imagine. But, while Princess Cordelia remains on the throne, she who is the scion of the Valkyria's ancient blood promise, no force on this earth will ever see this nation defeated. Is that not so, Princess?
Yes. I draw strength from the Valkyrian bloodline, and my heart is a repository of justice.
I am nearly at a loss for words. The privilege of brokering peace with you, Your Highness, has been the greatest honor of my life, and I thank you for it. With bountiful stores of Ragnite, and your strategic position between East and West, you've become the foundation of Europa. In this time of peril, the Foundation is grateful, and happily joins hands in crushing the Imperial threat before us.
They just want to be sure they're the ones who control us when this is over. Make no mistake, the Federation would conquer Europa the same as the Empire. This is stupid.
It is hard to accept what he's saying.
As long as we fight as one, the Empire's forces will never be a danger.
We shall topple the Empire, and rid the world of their threat. And then we shall unify Europa and govern under our great banners.
Ooh.
All of Europa. Well, there's something we haven't heard before.
We're not fighting this war so we can invade another country. Absolutely. All we want is to keep our homes and our families safe.
Now, my friend, let us put an end to all these formalities and raise a glass to honor this historic alliance.
Yes, a toast to the shining future that awaits. Cheers!
Cheers!
Where are you going? I've got a bad taste in my mouth. This is garbage. I'm out of here. I'm going home, Welkin. See ya.
Faldio?
I'm not sure you're ever actually allowed to do such a thing at a formal occasion, but I certainly can understand his position. Yeah, there's not much for me to add. I mean, aside from, of course, that the princess's outfit is ridiculous. And she clearly had no joy in what she was saying, despite the fact that she was saying she was overjoyed. But yeah, the moment Borg started to announce that all of Europa would be unified and peaceful, yeah, that's a giant red flag. That means nothing good. Alright, let's go move on to the Valkyrian bloodline.
I'm glad that's over.
We should be heading back soon. I believe the exit was this way. Oh!
How could you miss her? I mean, the very nature of her outfit screams, pay attention to me.
Princess Cordelia,
I'm so terribly sorry. Are you all right, Your Highness?
I am unharmed.
I cannot begin to apologize. Please forgive my clumsiness.
Do not trouble yourself. I bid you a safe return and a good night.
Your Highness, are you really in support of an alliance with the Federation?
Lieutenant Gunther, have you lost your mind?
It is certainly not something you're supposed to do. There's a chain of command to consider, depending on whether or not Princess Cordelia is actually in the chain of command.
Please forgive me. I'm aware that what I'm saying may be out of line. But seeing you tonight, I got the feeling that your opinion is being ignored.
I am still young. All political matters are handled by my regent, Borg.
Yes, that's not what Welkin was suggesting. It doesn't matter how young you are, unless you're too young to really care, but you probably asked for your opinion.
The protection of Gallia and of the Valkyrian bloodline is my fated onus. Their protection does not require my personal feelings.
No. But that's not immediately relevant to the situation either.
I need only live by the laws set forth by those who come before me.
Yeah, unless they're stupid laws.
I bid you once more, good night.
Your Highness.
Do you copy? It's me. The mark is alone. Now is our chance. You know the plan. Have the armored car on standby. Once I have the mark, I'll be there.
Well, I'll leave you here. Good night, Welkin.
Good night, Captain.
Wait! Hold it, Verrat! Verrat! Terrible news!
General Damon, what's the problem?
Princess Cordelia's been kidnapped!
Kidnapped? It can't be.
Yes, it was that Federation ambassador. He was a spy all along.
Well, he certainly didn't waste any time, did he?
So the Federation takes her under their protection, and Gallia along with her. Typical, considering the sorts of backroom dealings and extortion they've used till now.
I mean, there was probably a good reason why an alliance of this sort was never considered at all, even when the war broke out.
So get on it! Verrat, you've got to get her back!
Understood. Lieutenant, gather your squad immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Alright, and before we move on to the main battle, Dreams of the Sky.
Hey, Casey, what is that thing?
Well, it looks like a biplane.
It's an airplane. The first test flight succeeded during EW1. Now research is going on all over the world.
Whoa, so this is what one of those things looks like. Man, I want up in one.
Well, maybe if you open your eyes.
Oh, hello, Leon. Kreese.
Hey, Sarah, you got the day off. What are you hanging around here for?
Wait, let me guess. Are you building this airplane, Isara?
Yes, there's still a ways to go before it's complete, but the basic construction is done.
Leave it to you, Isara. You learned all this on your own?
I'm working from documents my father collected before his death.
That's amazing. I'm so impressed.
So where are you flying to once it's all done? Going on a trans-Gallian tour, maybe?
First, I'd like to take my brother up in it. Once, when we were young, he and I were out birdwatching when he mentioned it.
that he wished he could fly like they did. That's my goal. I've been pursuing this project bit by bit in my free time.
Oh, that's real sweet. Hey, Isara, can I ask you a favor? Please, let me help you build your airplane.
What?
I want to become an engineer of your caliber someday, Isara. I feel like watching you work would help me learn a great deal. Please, Isara.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hey, then can I help out too? Come on.
You don't mind?
Course not. I may not look bright, but I've been working my butt off in R&D for a while.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Of course. Well, thank you both.
All right.
That's the emergency siren.
What's happening at this hour?
Let's ready the Edelweiss. I'm sure that whatever it is, it's urgent.
Absolutely. I'll help you prep it.
Right then, let's move on to the kidnapping of Cordelia.
We have an emergency on our hands. Princess Cordelia has been kidnapped by Federation operatives.
The armored vehicle carrying the princess is headed for the port at the southern end of the combat area. Spread your soldiers and stop that vehicle. Your objective is to disable the vehicle's engine and rescue Princess Cordelia. Use rifles and machine guns to strike the vehicle's weak point and bring it to a stop, so now that actually becomes a viable option for future encounters as well, I believe. Explosive weapons like tank cannons, lances and grenades are off limits. The risk to the princess is too great. Letting that car reach either of these points will mean allowing their escape. We can't let that happen. We've also got word that the Federation Special Forces have been sighted in the area. They'll be protecting the vehicle. They may be wearing Gallian uniforms, but they're real feds. Don't think twice about pulling those triggers. It's a dark night out there. You won't be able to get a visual on the enemies past a certain distance. Stay sharp. Alright, so we need to make sure that the car doesn't explode or get to the harbor. Alright, so I think the Edelweiss is already in position. Let's see, that's here, so... I mean, we get so few units as is. Alright, well... As much as I want to bring out other stuff, let's I mean, it might just be best for most of us to be scouts. I mean, I'm guessing a bit too. Because I am not entirely sure where the vehicle is, but let's just deploy and see how far we get.
Your mission is to rescue Her Highness unharmed. Failure isn't an option on this one, soldiers.
They can't get to the harbor. We stop them here. Squad 7, move out.
Alright. This is a relatively short mission, depending on where the enemy is.
To the harbor, full steam. The ship's waiting there to take us out of Gallia. Apologies for the cramped quarters, Your Highness. We'll have you comfortable soon.
Lieutenant, it's likely the ambassador has the princess with him inside that armored vehicle. Use firearms to stop it with minimal force, then recover the princess. Don't lose them. Tank shells, anti-tank lances, and grenades are off limits. You could harm the princess.
Understood, Captain.
Welks, Even if we can't attack with it, the Edelweiss can still block their path. Yeah, on a narrow road like this, there's no room to slip past a tank in your way.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get the princess back safe.
Alright, well, the enemy's up there somewhere. Now, to be sure, none of these locations is where the vehicle can, so they will probably be heading from the top row and down to the side this way. And there's a tower over here with a we can reinforce. Do I want to reinforce? Yes.
The hunt begins.
Well, I would have preferred to be closer to the tower, but for now this will do.
Moving out.
Let's see if we can get a visual on the vehicle.
Enemy sighted.
Nope.
Now.
Just keep up this pace.
My turn, okay?
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Alright, so the vehicle's over there.
Enemy sighted.
We have to be careful about that machine gun on the top, of course. Right, so it can't go, or at least my tank can't go this way, but I presume that also means he can't go that way. Right, let's
I'm on my way now.
move you out.
We can't move.
And I still want to move you closer to the tower while I can. Alright. Oh, it's moving straight through the barricade. That's a dumb idea.
Go down.
Well, as long as we have the potential, I'll just summon in Largo, not because we want to use him, but because I kinda need his combat points.
My turn, okay?
Alright, so let's make sure that we don't get blindsided by whatever the enemy is doing.
Enemy unit spotted.
Alright, so if I shoot at his radiator, at this range I pretty much have no chance to do any damage.
Keep an eye on the distance between you and the...
Now.
Let's do this thing.
Alright. Now I kind of want to finish this mission.
I'm on my way now!
Keep an eye on your equipment.
The hunt begins.
Now, I have no idea which way the enemy is going. Straight down, alright, that's fine.
Mr. Ambassador, Allied units have reached their station, sir.
You don't get to be my age without learning to plan for contingencies.
Damn, they had backup waiting in the wings. Keep an eye on enemy positions when moving, Sevens.
Alright, in which case...
This is an order! Hurting them means us surviving. Be merciless!
Let's do this thing.
Operation complete. Let's get Her Highness out of there.
A rank, yes.
Your Highness, are you all right?
I am unharmed.
Oh, good.
Being princess ain't all fancy dinners, huh? Gotta be hard carrying a whole country.
Can it, Rosie? That's the Princess of Gallia you're talking to.
No, it's quite all right. She speaks the truth. As scion of the Valkyria, it is my fate to live and die for Gallia's well-being.
Are you sure that isn't just your excuse, Your Highness?
Welkin! Even if it's true, that's way out of line.
What?
If you label the status quo fate, you can run from the responsibility of changing it.
You too, Welkin. Have a little respect here.
Yeah, listen to Largo. He kinda likes it when people listen to him.
Every living thing in this world struggles to live and pass life on to a new generation. They use all the instincts and animal wisdom they can just to live that one day longer. That powerful animal will to live is... I think it's a beautiful part of nature.
Sure, but what does that got to do with the situation now, Belkin? I mean, that was almost just word salad.
Your Highness may be descended from Valkyria, and that may carry a burden. The old ways and traditions you follow may be important to uphold. But I hope that you won't throw away the will to live your own life because of them.
Yeah, alright, I can sort of see where you're coming from there.
That's enough, Welkin. Give it a rest.
Perhaps it is as you say, and I have been running from responsibility unknowingly. It is indeed mine to consider my life's role within the Valkyrian bloodline.
Your Highness.
I am most envious of your ability to speak your mind so frankly.
Yeah. He should be thrown into the stockade for such frankness.
But time enough remains to consider my role by my own will. Thank you for your words, Lieutenant.
Not at all.
Wow, even a princess's gut'll wake up and say hi when it's empty.
I am.
Rumbling bellies are a clever bit of animal wisdom all humans share. Alicia, have we got anything to eat?
You bet. I brought some of the cinnamon rolls I baked this morning. Here you are, Your Highness.
Thank you kindly. I have not had such bread before, but it is quite agreeable.
Yeah, that probably tastes very sweet.
I'm glad.
All right, let's get Her Highness back to the capital.
Yay. And that'll have to do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.